Well, the name is Crafty, but is it really? Yeah, her name is Crafty. Yeah, girl, let's see here. CraftyRia, yeah, CraftyRia. I said Crafty makes all sorts of stuff. I said, well, CraftyRia, she's tough and cool. CraftyRia, yeah, CraftyRia. I said Crafty makes all sorts of stuff. I said, well, CraftyRia, she's tough and cool. Yeah. Ever since she was a little girl, she said, I like to make things with my hands. I like to make some art that I can put.
Hello, everybody. Please tell me you can hear me now. I don't know why Stream Elements isn't working. I thought I was live before, and I sat here just chatting to myself, and then I realized, well, Stream Elements isn't answering. And then I looked over, and I never did click go live. I clicked start recording instead of go live. So anyway, hopefully you can hear me. But I don't know why that's not working. Let me try this again. No. Well, okay. Stream Elements has decided to take a day off for some reason. Okay, anyway, the video you see at the beginning, the video itself was made by SuperMegaTacos, and the song was made by Pork Roll Bob. Okay, good. See, Christine, there we go. I was waiting for you to come back from shopping. Welcome in. We have Susan, my in real life friend. Agnes, one of my awesome channel members. Thank you for being here. Carla and Janet, all the way from Australia. And Christine, my awesome moderator and channel member. Thank you guys for being here. We're going to try this again. Today we're going to do a Mad Lib. From the Golden Girls book. So we do, the way I do it, I call out whatever word we need and like a noun, adjective, verb, whatever. And then a volunteer picks the word. And it's working for you, Janet. You have the magic touch. So the volunteer will pick the word that I put into the Mad Lib. So if someone would like to volunteer, just type the word volunteer in chat. And the first one I see will be the volunteer. Thank you, Janet. It's working now. I was putting in all the stuff and I'm like, it's not working. Why isn't this working? It just took a while. We had to poke Stream Elements a little bit to get it to work. All right. So today, let's see, we have, I guess what I will do today is recycle some cards, obviously. That's what I do. Oh, and I also hope everyone had a happy Labor Day. If that is a what was I going to say? A holiday that you celebrate. I hope everyone had a happy one. If not, I hope everyone had a happy Monday last week. So let's see. I do have some mail to open, but if I'm waiting for Werg to come in, if he comes in and says hello, I will open it when he is here, since he's the one who sent it to me and he does frequently watch. So I like to open it, you know, when the person's here, whenever possible. I do have some other bags full of cards that we can use. Meanwhile, I do have this Thanksgiving card, give thanks. I don't know what I want to do with this card yet. I'm going to set it aside. I will think about that one. We still have time. Let me see what I have in this bag. This I think is mostly birthday cards. Let's see. See if any of them strike me as a card that I wish to use today. These are upside down, but I can tell. I can tell what they are. All right. Oh, that's so cute. There's a lot of dog cards. Maybe I'll just do some Christmas cards. That is Christmas. That is Christmas. Let me get these Christmas ones out of here and I'll keep them separate. That guy is very cute. All right, let's get some Christmas. That's birthday. Christmas and Christmas. Christmas. I wonder if I have some cards that will go with that Santa ribbon that I have found. And then I think the rest of these are birthdays. I have a lot of cards to recycle. Okay. And these, I believe, are mostly Christmas cards in here. Thank you, Janet. Thank you, thank you. All right, well, let's start with the first word then. And we're doing one from the Golden Girls. We need, let's start with, wow, there's not very many of those. A noun, we need a regular noun and a plural noun. So everyone put several nouns in the chat. And we'll go from there. That one is not a vintage card, but it looks vintage. And look at the back. That's pretty. I kind of like the gnome as well. This one is cute too. That's cute. There's so many cute ones. All right, those I think will be good. Let me see if there's, I was looking to see if there were any Santa ones that would go good with that Santa ribbon. Welcome in, Michelle M. I hope you are having a wonderful day. I'm just trying to decide what to do. Just going through these cards, trying to pick one to make. They're not all Christmas cards in here. All right. That's kind of cool too. That is a, I think this is a photograph. It feels like it was printed on photo paper. Okay, just check in. I would like to use my Santa ribbon, but none of these are very Santa-ish. That's okay. There'll be more Santa cards coming soon, I'm sure. All right, so we do need some nouns. You're making inspiration cards for teenage girls in high school. Card challenge from Biddy. That is really cool. Let's go with this guy. That card is cute, and it will definitely fit on this size card base, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. This is a card base that I get from Amazon. It is the Ohuhu brand, and they are super strong. Michelle knows about them. She told me about them. And they really are awesome. You drop them off to a local high school's guidance counselor. That is really cool, Michelle. Can you post about that in the Facebook group? That would be awesome. Is it a national thing or just a local thing? I know you told me about those card bases. They are awesome. Like nothing I have ever used before. I love them. All right, Christmas Magic. I think I'll take a little bit off each side so the glitter paper will show. Okay. There we go. Take a little bit, maybe a little bit will come off the top. If I cut the bottom, it's going to cut his little feet off. And his feet are cute. Somebody accidentally put $5,000 in his bank. Well, that's kind of nice. Too bad he probably won't get to keep it, though. BP is challenging people to do it locally to the schools of their choice. Oh, that's nice. All right, so we need a background for this. Or maybe he thought it was you. You should say, yeah, it was me. Can you pay me back? Yeah. It was me, and now I want my money back. So, do I want to use Squibbins? Yes, I do. I think I do want to use Squibbins. The name for this is Squibbins. I know some of you call it something else, but the name is really Squibbins because it's squiggly ribbon, and that is what a friend called it on Twitch, so that's what we go with. There's black. I'm trying to find a color that would work with this. I don't have that dark green. Kind of sad that I don't have the right color. Oh, brown would work. Like, see, that green is too dark for one of those. I don't have a red of that color, but the brown is going to work. Let's do brown. So many of us know this as rickrack, but my friend Bri called it Squibbins. So yeah, I think that we'll do Squibbins down each, maybe just down one side, because I'm not sure if there'll be room. Well, I know I can make room. I can do this. I'm going to make this a little more narrow. Look at this ugly Christmas sweater on the back. I love that. That's a sticker. There's no way I could get it to come off, though. It will, for sure, tear, unfortunately. I need some of that undo. I used to have undo. So we are looking for some nouns for the Mad Lib. If everyone puts a couple nouns in, then Janet can pick some for us. I'm using this one today because I forgot to fill up my other tape runner. It is empty. And I totally forgot about it. I need one noun and one plural noun. One regular, one plural. I still forgot. Yep. You know why? Because I put it away where it belongs. And it's not like out in the way. This piece is all like, I don't know if you can tell. It's like, it's wonky. I can't use that. So I want two really nice pieces. Pumpkin squirrels. I would imagine that's two nouns and not one. I've not had a squirrel that was made of pumpkin, and I don't think that would taste very good. Welcome in, Cassie, by the way. I'm going to use some fabric tack to adhere the squibbins to the card. I'm just going to run just a little line of it down that side. And then put this on here. Okay, yeah, two nouns. I mean, you know, this is the time of year where there's pumpkin spice everything. So there could be pumpkin squirrels. I don't know. I really like fabric tack for anything like this. It works well. Rock band and storms. Okay, got it. And we are doing a Mad Lib from this book here, The Golden Girls. Rock band and storm. And storms. All right, the next word we need, let's do an adjective. Let's do 3 adjectives. We'll need more adjectives later, but for now, 3 will do it. And I'm just trimming the excess off, even with the edge of the card. I like to make it a little bigger and then trim it off so that way I don't have to worry about lining it up. I think I'll use the scrap up here. Put a little bit on the scarf. Oh, your neighbor kids, what are they selling, Ange? And did you buy any? Put a little bit of this glue here and a little bit over here. It's the time of year with school that everybody's selling stuff now, right? They don't waste any time. Cookies, pizza, stuff like that. Did you buy any? Let me know. Inquiring minds want to know. Because you can't come in here saying people are selling stuff and not telling me if you bought them or not. Got some garlic French bread and some monkey bread. Oh. Now, is this something you order or did they have it with them? I would imagine you order it. Are they frozen? I don't know. You order, okay. And yes, they're frozen. Okay. All right. Excellent. And we need adjectives, Ange. Adjectives is what we're looking for. All right, so we have that on his scarf. Very cute, I would say. Quite cool. Do I want to put a little piece on the hat? I think I could. Yeah, why not? And might as well use up this yucky bit. Put some on his hat. We're doing, Ange, I know you always ask, we are doing the Golden Girls book. You're also eating. What are you eating? I need to know. I need to know everything. Everyone tell me everything going on. We had leftover pizza. So there is a place in town called Hooks on the Hill. And it's in the college area. And their pizza's pretty good. We ordered pizza Saturday. And we had leftovers tonight. Although I live in Ohio, and I will just say, Ohio is not known for their pizza. But Hooks is pretty good. Their crust is quite nice. It's not New York or New Jersey pizza, though. So, but, you know, around here we take what we can get. All right, so that card, I'm going to just call that done. I think it's quite cute. All right. All right, we are looking for adjectives. Let's see. This gnome is cute. That is awfully cute. That is awfully cute. Well, what am I going to do here? The Santa's cute. This is cute. I wonder if I have a round die that would cut that out pretty. Let me see. Where's my box of dies? Oh, they're under. It's underneath things. Hold on. I also found that card. All right. Let's see. I can't lift up my box of die cuts because it's too heavy. These are ovals. That is round. I have some fancy round ones. Hold on, you guys. I'm just flipping through. I've got that round. That's an oval. I'm I'm looking for a different round one that I happen to have. Ooh, that could be used for stuff too. That's a good one. That's also a good one. That. I keep stopping and looking at my other dies going, ooh, I could make this. I could make that. But that's not what I'm here for. I am here to try to get the circles. I'm trying to get the circles that I'm looking for. Oh, that's some of the ones I was thinking about. I thought I had different ones though. Those are Christmassy. I'm coming, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, you guys. You can't see what I'm looking through. I don't know where my other circles are. I thought I had circles that looked like these, but maybe not. Everyone, please put a couple adjectives in the chat. I guess maybe those are the circles I was thinking about. I thought I had other ones. Maybe I'll find them somewhere. But meanwhile, I do have this, and it looks like there might be one missing, too. I don't know. Let's see here. And that might work, actually. That's going to be too big. Maybe that. That might be a little too small. Yeah, that's going to be too small. So let's look at these. All right, zany, tanned, and bright. Okay, excellent. All right, let's go. That one will fit. That is better right there. And I forgot that I have these. These are really nice for just a rectangle card if they fit in there, and gives it a really nice border. All right, let's get my book. Zany, tanned, and bright. Okay. Zany, tanned, and bright. Okay. Oh, I skipped over the first adjective in there, but we'll come back to that later. They'll be out of order as we go, but that's all right. Verb ending in ing. We need 2 verbs ending in ing. All right, so I think I'll cut that out. Maybe before I do, let me get a card base ready. Do I want to? Might have to be on this big size card. Although I may not need that border. Let's give this a try. See what we're going to do here. Yeah, I can cut this out better, I believe. Let's see. How much room on the edge will that leave? Oh, not a lot. Let me cut this out. I'm going to cut off the word Merry Christmas first, because I think I want to have that as a separate sentiment. I'm going to trim just to the outside of those double green lines, and then I will decide if I want to keep those green lines on or not. So I'm just kind of like trying it out in different ways. That will be too wide for this. Oh no, it'll go right to the edge. But you know, that's going to be okay. Because then I could think I could just put something across the bottom. There. Hello, Joan. Welcome in. Yes, they are called Ohuhu. O-H-U-H-U. Angela's got it. There you go. And they are in my Amazon storefront. You can look at them there. They come in 5x7, and they come in the A2 size, which are 4 1/4 by 5.5. They are fantastic. They are thick, a super thick cardstock. I usually buy the cardstock that is from the office supply store, and the stuff's amazing. This is way better. And the envelopes are really nice quality. Michelle M. has used them. Ange, do you get them too? They are great. They are worth the money. And they come in both sizes. The 8.5 by, not 8.5 by 11, sorry. A2 size and 5x7. I think they come in other size too. Your mom uses them. Yeah, they're good. They're good cards. I like them a lot. And you guys know me, I'm quite frugal. And turn this around. For years I bought just regular cardstock from the office supply store, but these are amazing. Another thing that I highly recommend is this magic mat. If you guys have a die cutter, let me tell you, this magic mat is from scrapbook.com. And they're about, I think I paid $10 for this. They have different price points depending on your machine. As you can see, I've used this one a lot. And my plate, my plastic plate that I use with it has not warped at all. This magic mat is amazing. They do. I have a magnetic platform that I have underneath. And then I have my magic mat over top. And I do have an affiliate link for them. I think it's in my description box. And then this sticks right on there. And this here, as you can see, it is not warped at all. And I've used it a ton. So If you're tired of your plastic mats warping, this is what you need in your life, is a magic mat. It is worth it. It will save you a ton of money on buying these plates. Oh, I should have ran it through twice. I bet I can't line it up again. Let me see. I doubt it. I'm not going to be able to line this up again. Oh, it'll come out. Okay, good. Whew. I was scared. I thought I ruined my card. All right. This machine is called a Big Shot. It is made by, this particular one is made by Ellison Design. It's called a Big Shot. I bought it when they changed the name from Ellison to Sizzix. Then these came out and they were called a Big Kick. But I bought it under the Big Shot name with Ellison. And it was on clearance and it was super cheap. It's the same thing as whatever they call them now. Big Kick, Big Shot. It's by Sizzix. Same thing. And I've used it for many years and it works just fine. It does the really thick metal dies and it does the thin ones as well. Yeah, they're all the same. If you have one, then you don't need a different one. Unless you want like the one that is automatic or something like that. Then we have this that says Joy. There we go. I had to figure out which way it went. And yeah, I think I want to put piece of paper behind it. All right. You're afraid you may have to go that way. I just need, I think, 2 verb ending in ing, so I'll pick the first 2 you put in. Farting and eating. Eating. Okay, now we need, let's do a number. Oh, I need a regular verb, so I'll use stumble as the third one. Stumble. All right, we got all of those. So now I need a number. I think I want to do a piece of glitter paper behind here. Let's see my green. That might be too bright. Let me look at this color. I do need to order more glitter paper. I keep forgetting to order it. I get my glitter paper in packs of 100 from, oh no, this one here. That's the right color. Generally, I get it from Amazon. I think it's in my Amazon storefront. This piece that I'm using here is from the Dollar Tree. It's, theirs is quite thin, but it's really pretty. And I don't mind that it's thin because it's lighter weight. Okay, I'll cut this out to be, I'm going to take this very little sliver off the top because there's a little white edge. This paper from the Dollar Tree is self-adhesive on the back, but for a large sheet like this, I generally don't peel the backing off because it is very, it's very flimsy and thin. If I'm doing a small piece for a sentiment, I will. Make this by 4 1/8. There we go. But for something this size, I generally don't peel the backing off. I just don't like, I don't like it that way. Let's make sure this fits. It does, with a very tiny, tiny white border, which is what I want because there's not a lot of room left over on that. I know, right? I do. I need a secretary, Janet. I need a secretary. Who wants to be my secretary? Put it in the mod chat. All right. Let's see. All right. This is, I'm going to trim this down a little bit. I'm going to try to trim it between the two green, maybe just on the inside of the green line. I'm going to try to trim it between the two green lines. Yes, that'll work. How much per hour? I can't afford to pay anybody. Once my videos start making more than 13 cents each, maybe, maybe I can afford to pay. I'll pay you in thanks and good wishes. I also need an organizer to come do my craft room. That doesn't pay well either. Or an assistant that you can come fill up my glue gun and order my stuff. One of these days when I become rich and famous, I will, you still plan on coming, even though I can't afford to pay. When I'm on the road playing guitar, yeah. That doesn't pay much either. The guitar would probably pay less than the crafting. Unless people pay me to not to play guitar. All right. I thought I would use this tape because these pieces are so small. All right. And that's still not going to be a very good idea here. All right, I can maybe run this piece of tape. This is much quicker rather than pulling the backing off of all those little pieces. There, we'll do that. There we go. All right. Let's put this here. And I know this is the bottom because that's where it is signed by the artist. Yeah, I don't like to leave Jonah for long either. I have some of these pieces of foam tape. And Janet's dog is really such a sweetie. An elderly dog like Jonah. Jonah's an old man. He's sick to his belly today. That happens every so often. Hopefully he's okay. I mean, it's not anything major. Nothing that I would run to the vet for at this point. He's just been eating grass. He has a few stumbles and face planted. Poor little guy. All right, so let's see this piece here. I know where it lines up because of this leaf down here. There we go. And then I usually just line it up a little and stick it in there. There, and that way you can sort of see a little bit of the green underneath, and then this will go right there. That is perfect. You had to pay a sitter $200 a week to watch your dog. Wow. I'll be your dog sitter for $200 a week for half that. Holy moly, that's expensive. I don't know if I have anything in here that would be good on the bottom. Probably not. Oh, I have these little, those little guys. Let's see if I have another one. I have two ornaments. Let's put those little ornaments there. They're green. They don't really show up too well, but they do have a little bit of a border. A little bit of a white border. I'm just going to do that. I'll use this fabric tack. Even though they're not fabric. There. All right. Well, hopefully your job paid enough to make it worth paying someone $200 a week. I would gladly babysit a dog for $200 a week. That's costing you a lot more. I understand. I get it. All right, so there, I'm going to leave that one as is. I totally understand. Let me see. Okay, the next thing we need, what is it we need? A number. That's right. Everyone put a number in, and we will pick it for the Mad Lib. Put that away in there. Let's see here. Oh, number 4. Okay. I missed it. I missed it completely. 4. I thought it's been a while, but you know, I get carried away with other things. Oh, it can't ship Ohuhu to Canada. Oh, that is a shame. I don't know. Doesn't Amazon know that you need it in Canada? Type of liquid. We need a type of liquid. Now, they may have it if you just search for it rather than using my link. It might be available from a different Amazon seller or something like that. This has a lot of a border on it. And I wonder... No, that one's too big, and this other one's going to be too little. All right, so that is not going to work for this card. But my paper trimmer will work. Yeah, that'll work. Paper trimmer to the rescue. Yeah, on YouTube, you have to be a channel member in order to get the really cool emotes. Like the ones that Agnes uses. YouTube isn't as good with their emotes as Twitch is. Twitch has a lot more fun emotes. There you go, Christine. That's it. Those emotes. All right. We have this card. Quite pretty. But the difference with YouTube is you still get ads even if you are a channel member. Where on Twitch, if you're a subscriber, you don't get ads. And while we're talking about that sort of thing, I do, but I won't. It won't make a straight line. I know it's too late, Ange. I know. Speaking about ads and that sort of thing on Twitch, if you have Amazon Prime and you don't use it, your Amazon Prime gift sub for anybody else, you can use it on my channel. All right, I got it. Gin and tonic. There we go. If you don't use your Amazon Prime gift sub for another streamer, you can get a free sub to my channel, and then you could watch me with no ads on Twitch and have a bunch of really cool emotes. So that is something to think about. You can't do Prime. You don't have Amazon Prime. Yes, you're right, Janet. Gin and tonic is right up there. Alley. All right. Adjective, 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 color. Let's do a color. I love having Amazon Prime. It is awesome. We use it a lot, though. We buy a lot of Amazon products, so for us, it's worth it. But I know not everybody does have it. There's a lot of goo on this. I'm just taking the tape off, the goo tape. All right. I think I will do maybe a dark blue for this. Dark blue glitter. My chair's so squeaky. Let me see. Ooh. This is dark blue, but it is foam, and it would make it very thick. Yeah, I think that dark blue would look pretty good. There's this lighter blue that might match better, though. Hold on. Yeah, I like the lighter blue better. Let's see if I have a small piece. Yeah. You're making name tags for high school reunion next month. Oh, that is excellent. Have a good high school reunion. That is fun times. "50 years. You're not even that old. It can't be. What, did you graduate high school before you were born? I think that's what happened. I didn't know you could do that. You were 7. Right, there you go. I graduated high school before I was born. That's funny. There. All right, that would work. "50 years. That is pretty awesome. You were 7. That's great. By the way, you guys, Susan is my in real life friend now. I don't know if you heard me say that at the beginning of the show, Susan. You're putting your senior photos on the name tags. Oh, that is great. That is fantastic. Great idea. We're best friends. That's right, we are. It's my best friend, Susan. My BFF, my IRL BFF. Okay. Now this card needs something else. If I had red bling, I would put red bling on it. Last call for colors. This is very shiny. I wonder if stickles would work. We're going to find out. I have this one sitting over here. There's a reason I left it on my desk. Probably because it was jammed up. I'm going to use this pin and try to get it to work. Yeah, this one here, this one's not going to work very well because the glitter does not come out. It stays in the tip and only the liquid comes out. And that's no fun. I'm going to have to get more stickles out. Let's put lipstick red in here. All right, now let's do 1, 2, 3 adjectives. Lipstick red is an actual color. Wow, I bet there's a lot of different shades of lipstick red. Or there's a lot of shades of red lipstick. This is better. This one here. This one is called unicorn. Oh, I should do the whole star up here. The whole star. Okay. And I'm going to put it on all the red balls here. I see. It's just a color name. I could put some on this snow. Also, that's on the tree. There we go. There. I know it's hard to see, but it is super glittery. You can't really tell. That looks so good. That glitter is so, so glittery. I have not tried my watercolor. Let me show you guys what I bought. I bought watercolor. I bought this pack of watercolors. It is from Arteco. I need to add it to my Amazon storefront. 100 colors comes in this kit. And it comes with a brush and all sorts of neat things. It comes in this nice velvet pouch, which is kind of cool. Arteco. I'm not sure how to say that. Arteco. I would imagine Arteco. Comes with a paintbrush, a pencil sharpener, and a water brush. And this water brush, you fill it with water, and it keeps the watercolors wet. And comes in this nice tin. It's a nice metal tin. And these are the colors. Some of them are shimmery and metallic. And then these down here are just regular colors. Like all of these are shimmer and metallic and neon and stuff. And these are just the regular ones. It comes with this little mixing tray. And it comes with this swatch. All the colors are named. Yes. It comes with this little swatch thing, and I went ahead and swatched them all. Like, we have like dark red. I wonder if there's a lipstick red. Scarlet red. Alizarin red. Vermilion. Orange red. There is no lipstick red. But there are all of these neat. They're really very pigmented. And these are like the metallic ones. These are the neon colors. And there are some shimmery whites. There's metallic white, metallic natural, and metallic beige. So they're really hard to see. They show up in person a little bit, but they'd be really good on black paper. But yeah, the colors are really, really bright, very pigmented. Very cool. And there's this extra piece of paper that it comes with. So anyway, and it was only like $16 for this set on Amazon. It was not expensive. I will put it in my Amazon storefront. And then I bought a pack of watercolor paper. I have some black watercolor paper, but I bought a pack of white watercolor paper, and it's quite nice. It has very good reviews. I'm a beginner. I do not know how to do anything watercolor. I am not a painter at all. I'm not like an artist where I can draw or paint or anything. Yeah, I think it was $16, Janet. It was not expensive. It was very inexpensive. And I'm not sure where my pack of paper is. I think it's up underneath a couple things. But I have a pack of inexpensive watercolor paper that had really good reviews. It's nice and thick. So that is good. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was under 20. But very inexpensive, very cool. Let me see. Let me look it up on my Amazon and I'll post the link. Move those so I don't stick my finger in them. Let me see. $18.95. Okay. I will put it right there. That is my link. And then I will put a link to the paper. These are affiliate links, just so you know. There we go. The top one is the paints and the bottom one is the paper. And the paper was $4.97 for a 20 sheet pad of 9 by 12. It's 46% off right now. So that's a really good price. That's why I bought that size. Yeah. And I might buy some more while it's that cheap, because that is a very good price for watercolor paper. So there you go. I'm probably going to do the watercolor paper or the watercolor stuff on Twitch. Probably, maybe Wednesday night if I have time to figure out what I'm doing with it. I'll probably do it Wednesday night. No promises that it will be this Wednesday. That's not going to work either. That is not the right size. So let's put that away. I'm going to use my paper trimmer. That's probably why I don't use these that much. They're not really the right size for anything. I don't know. So I have this card base. This is 5 by 7. I don't think I'll be able to get this on a smaller card base. So we'll just go with 5 by 7. So I'm going to trim away a little bit of this green border, maybe halfway into it, all the way around. That way it's still on there a little bit, but I can back it with something else too. Yeah, see, and that way I can put like red or something behind it. All right. And this one here says, wishing you joy this Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I will trim this. I see your message, Janet. Poor Frank. Frank is Frank Lee. Frank Lee Playing. He's our musician friend. He's frequently in here, and his wife, Paisley, made a lot of my emotes. So he is where there's some local fires, which is not good. Poor Frank. I wish him the best. Hopefully it goes well, and hopefully he doesn't need to evacuate or anything yucky like that. But it's better to be prepared. All right, maybe red glitter paper. All right, let's see. Oh, I found my, this is the watercolor paper pad. And it is it's very thick watercolor paper. It is, it has a nice texture. It's really nice. And since I'm just beginning, I don't want to spend a whole lot of money on supplies, just something to see if I like it. But I don't want like the cheapest stuff out there either. Yeah, I was thinking of doing it, cutting it in half or folding it in half to do, you know, half pages kind of. Because the person that I've been following has their book looks to be about half that size. I think I'll use this red. Yeah, the paper is important. Like, you can't do watercolor like on regular cardstock. That does not work well. You will get bad results and you won't like it. And then you'll be like, I hate this watercolor. I don't want to do it anymore. You know, that sort of thing. But I also find I'm cutting this at a little shorter than 5, a little smaller than 5, 4 7/8. I also find that like with guitars and stuff, you don't want like the cheapest guitar out there because you'll hate it and the tone won't be good. It won't stay in tune. The strings, the action will be too high. It'll be very hard to push down on the strings. So many reasons why you want at least a decent quality to work with. And that goes for a lot of art supplies and stuff like that too. You don't have to break the bank, but you don't want the very cheapest you can get. Although this paper, this watercolor paper, is the very cheapest, but it's a good quality. So I should say you don't want the lowest quality you can get. You want a decent quality. Yeah, Canson is great. It had great reviews. And I don't know why it's so cheap. This particular packaging must be on clearance or something. I was a little nervous about it, but I thought, well, it is so cheap that I can afford to use it for something else if it doesn't work out for watercolor, but I think it's going to be just fine. Put this one will show quite a bit of the red, which is great. I like that. I meant to trim out the center of that. There are cheaper brands, but not Not for this price though. The regular price of this was like $9, but I got it for $4 because it was on clearance. For the size and the number of papers. I mean, it was like half the price of the other things that I looked at. All right, I'm going to keep this green for something else because it's a large piece. I don't want to cut it down for that necessarily. I'm going to use a piece of this red that's a smaller piece, like that. Rather than waste this, I can use that as a background for something else. All right. Yeah, I may have to do watercolor next week if I don't have time to experiment with it before going live tomorrow. I want to experiment first. Because I've not really ever painted. I mean, other than when I was a kid, I've not really done watercolor. I have some ideas of what I want to do. Okay. My callus is on my fingers. I want to pick it off. This one is really rough. Oh, it's driving me crazy. Breezy, cloudy, and soggy. Okay. Let's get those in there. Breezy. Cloudy. Soggy. Okay, now we need an occupation. Christmas greetings. See, I was thinking of putting this Merry Christmas up the top, but it already says Christmas greetings at the bottom. Ooh, how about a wreath? I have this little wreath. Ooh, that'll look pretty good up there. It looks like it was meant to go there. I think I'll do that. I have this little cookie thing I can put in there. I have that. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Okay. Telephonist. What is a telephonist? Is it like an operator? Is that what you call an operator? Like here we have a telephone operator. Okay. So here I'm going to put this wreath up here to take up that blank space. And there's this little cookie. And I'm going to put it kind of like in this bag of stuff here. There we go. And then there's this little ball. It's a Christmas ornament ball, but it's not going to be for any longer. I'm going to cut this top part off There we go. And now it's just a ball, like a toy. And I'm going to put it kind of, where do I want it to go? In the bag. There. We'll put it in the bag there. All right, so we have those two little things in the bag. We have that. There we go. And my tacky glue, I noticed, is kind of separated a little bit. It should still work, though. So we have that. Let me get my non-sparkly white stickles. It's called Frosted Lace. Is this it? Yeah. Oh, yes, you put the lines in. That is funny. I remember seeing those like on TV and stuff. Put this on his beard, a little bit there, and on his suit. And it'll look like it's, gives a little bit of puffiness without a lot of glitter. This one is called Frosted Lace, and it is not a glittery one. It is good for like the beard and things like that. Let's just set that one over there. And I'm going to leave that as is. I don't want to add too much to it since it is vintage looking. I don't want to take away from the vintage look of it. All right. I need to get my nail file here. I'm filing my callus. There we go. It's just the rough edge. Don't tell Bob. I work hard to get my calluses where they are. But if I left it rough, I would be picking at it and I would rip it off and then I would be sorry. This one is quite cool. Now let's see if this this will work. I'm bound and determined to use this on some sort of a card somewhere. Nope, it is not big enough. It's never going to go on a card, you guys. Never. You're both vintage. That's not going to work either. I'm going to leave these out. Someday I will use them. Someday. I like that card though. That is very pretty. I think I have a box of cards that are very similar to those. Is wanker a word in the U.S.? Wanker. It sounds like a really bad word. So, I don't know if wanker is a word in the U.S. that's not a bad, like for a yeah, I don't know. Wanker? I would imagine wanker would be that word, would describe that body part. If I had to pick the word, if I had to make up a definition for the word wanker, it would be the body part. Because that's to me what it sounds like. You just had a wanker council worker here surveying the property for your owner. And you probably say it with a different accent than wanker. It's the very American way to say it. What color should I do glitter paper? Should I do a different color card base? Where did I put all of my colorful card bases? Hold on. Oh, I have this blue. That's what I was looking for, actually. Let's go with that blue. And maybe that. Let's see. What if I don't know. There might not be. No, that's going to cover up too much. Okay, but we can put snowflakes on it. Okay. You're in the granny flat at the back. They have issues with that. They would rather see people sleeping on the streets. That's not nice. I have silver. Do I have a silver pen? I do. Last call for occupation. Okay. Alrighty. I'm just going to stick this down. I'm not going to put glitter paper behind it, but I'm going to take this pen. This is a silver pen that I got from, I think, Temu. Let me get a piece of scrap paper real quick. That's not shiny. Yeah, that works. The pen, I just want to make sure the pen works. And I'm going to be very brave and just run this around the edge, using the outline of the card as kind of like my little bit of a ruler, just to give like a metallic edge to it. There we go. There. You love the owl on the card. He is very cute. And we have the fox and the deer and the rabbit and the squirrel and the little bird up in the tree. Quite cute. And then we have just that little line of silver around the edge just to give it a little bit of bling. And let's see, I have those white snowflakes. Do I have more snowflakes? I have those. Oh, I have more snowflakes in here. Let's see what we have. We have white, but we also have some blue and sparkles and clear. Ballerina. Okay. Let's go with ballerina. Okay, ballerina. And the last word we need a type of food, and we need 2 of them. Had to choose that as your favorite Van Morrison song. He has a song called Ballerina. I like his song Into the Mystic. That is a beautiful song. And of course, I have Brown Eyed Girl on my song list. I do not have, oh, this one here. I do not have Into the Mystic on my song list. It is too difficult. It's very difficult to sing, and it is very difficult to play. Well, the chords aren't bad. I cannot sing with the particular strumming pattern. It is not nice to me. Okay. So there, I have those 3 different, totally different snowflakes, but they go well with this card. I'll put these snowflakes back in. These are wooden snowflakes. Maybe I'll get some white bling, clear bling. Okay, I will have to check that out. Put some of this clear bling on here. There's a bunch of little silver round pieces that I'm covering up. Yeah, I do. I like some of his music for sure. I have a couple more spots to cover up. That one. This one. There we go. Oh, here's another one here. I think that's good. All right, I'll put this away. So there, that one is done. Try to put it underneath the other one with stickles so I don't make a mess. I have this one that I kind of took out. It may not work on a regular card base though. No, but let's see. Let's see if we can maybe make it different. Because that could be the inside. And that could be on there. Let's try this. I'm going to cut this like right there. Actually, I'm going to cut it So it's the same as that. So the top and bottom are even. And then I'm going to cut that little piece off of here. There we go. And then we have that as our focal image. I'm going to trim both sides of that in. That'll be the sentiment on the inside. Merry and Happy Christmas, or Merry Happy Christmas. All right, we have baked our brisket spaghetti and beaver. I don't even want to know what beaver nuggets are. I don't want to know. Do not answer what beaver nuggets are. Brisket spaghetti. And beaver nugget. I'm going to have to make it beaver nugget, but that's okay. All right. When I'm done making this card, I will read that Mad Lib. What about black? Black. Black. Puffy corn tossed in toffee. Okay. I believe you. I believe you. Famous in Texas. I mean, we learned what something else was. And I can't remember what it was called. Oysters, some kind of mountain oysters or something. I thought beaver nuggets were something like that. Oh, that would be cool down the side there. Okay, that name is not any better. That name's not much better, Janet. I don't know. These names are not getting better. Sure. I believe you. Lollygoggle blast bombs? Bliss bombs? I don't know what that is either. But that sounds like a better name than the other things you said. Actually, I've heard of Poppycock. It is a brand of popcorn. That one, that'll work on there, I think. It's coated delicious popcorn. Make this a little thinner on each side. And then this will go, yeah, coated in caramel. Yeah, yes. Yes, I have heard of Poppycock. I was just giving you a hard time because of the name. All right. I'm gonna put this down. Maybe I will put, let me do this first. put this kind of like there and put that there. Okay. Fold this around to the back. Bucky's. We don't have a Bucky's. At least not close to the house. I don't know where my nearest Bucky's would be. Maybe in another state. You've been traveling on YouTube. I was going to say, how do you know that? How do you know what Bucky's has? I think that looks pretty good there. Okay, let's put this down on the back. You've been going to my town too. Well, cool. My town's not very exciting at all. My town is pretty boring. I like to travel on Google Earth. I think it's quite cool. Have you guys ever done the, I don't know what it's called. I call it Google Earth Radio. I think if you just put that in Google, you can get on there and it will show you a view of the globe with all of the active radio stations, and you can click on them and, you know, listen to them from all around the world. And it's really neat to hear. Sometimes the, you know, halfway around the globe in a country that does not speak your language, there's songs in English. They're like regular pop songs that would be on my radio, which is kind of neat. But then, of course, there's sometimes it's whatever language. Yeah, it's really cool. I don't know the name of the name of it, but I bet if you do Global Radio or Google Earth Radio or something like that, it is fascinating. I spent hours one night just clicking on all these different radio stations. It's not every single radio station. They have to be registered with this global thing. So it's not every station in the world on there, but there are tons of radio stations. It is very, very cool. All right, so we have that. I'll do some snowflakes on here. Those are too big. Let's do the smaller ones. These are snowflake buttons. No, let's do the clear. These. Yeah, that's better because it matches that better. I'll do 3. 1, 2, 3. We'll do those 3. That's good. I like odd numbers. You're getting bombarded with ads. I know. YouTube has has been bad with ads, I think. I have no control. They do not give me control whether or not I want ads, whether or not, or where they go. The creators on YouTube no longer have a choice. Even if we don't monetize our channel, they'll still put ads on it. And then YouTube keeps all of the ad revenue. So I do not have a choice anymore about ads. I'm going to put this snowflake there. You normally get 1 or 2 during my lives. You've had 5 so far today. That's crazy. Nothing is set up different on my end. Like I said, they don't give us control over that anymore at all. It is a YouTube thing. I think they want everybody to buy YouTube Premium, which I do. I get YouTube Premium. I cannot stand ads. All right, so there, that one is done. I think that's quite cute. And let me get my other cards. Right, Bob's song is now a trigger for him to, nope, we're not going anywhere for a couple hours. We're staying in. You said Frank's music puts him to sleep too. That's funny. Frank has a very soothing voice. All right, let's get the rest of my cards out and we will read the Mad Libs. So we made quite a few today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Wow. We have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we made 6 cards. All right. Let me know which one is your favorite, you guys, if you have a favorite. I think the gnomes might be my favorite, even though I didn't really like it at first. The owl, this one, that one is beautiful. I do like that one too. And I like that one. I like them all. Oh no. I did it. Of course. Of course. I just like his long hair. Whose long hair? See? Oh, the gnome? I need to find a place to... I need a tissue. Hold on. I have tissues. Wipe my finger. The gnomes, yes. I think they're cute. I, of course, have to stick my finger in stickles because that's just every time. It's like a magnet for me. Stickles. All right, let's read the Mad Lib. Okay, so we have, this is from the Golden Girls book. We have Rose Nyland, reporter. This is Rose Nyland, investigative rock band, reporting to you live from Miami's most zany supermarket, where someone has been stealing groceries. This breezy situation began last week when one of our store's storms noted that brisket spaghetti was missing from aisle 4. The next day, a gallon of gin and tonic disappeared. Since then, maybe Blanche took it. Since then, all sorts of tamed items have gone farting. The store's ballerina. I didn't know the store had a ballerina. They provide entertainment. The store's ballerina was eating near the deli counter when he noticed that a thief had taken every single beaver nugget in the building. Ange took it. That's why she's so quiet. The suspect is believed to be a short, bright, elderly Italian woman named Ange, who has been known to stumble in the store before. Ange. Not one has been able to catch her lipstick red-handed. What is even more cloudy is that an unusually large number of groceries has been showing up in my kitchen at home. I guess we will never know who this soggy thief is for sure. There we go. So it's Ange. And maybe the groceries are showing up at Ange's house and not my house. All right, let's see. So schedule, next Monday I'll be back here on YouTube. Meanwhile, though, Wednesday night I will be on Twitch at 7 o'clock. Thursday night on Twitch at 8 o'clock Eastern time. That was a good story, Janet. Thank you for picking the words. You did good. You picked good words. Tomorrow night, Wednesday night, 7 o'clock on Twitch. Thursday night, 8 o'clock on Twitch. Sunday afternoon at 2 on Twitch. And those are all Eastern times. And then back here Monday on YouTube. And there we go. And also, if you if you have Amazon Prime and you would like to watch me without ads, you can do so over on Twitch. Just link your Prime account to Twitch and you get one free subscription per month. And that way you can watch any channel you choose without ads, whatever channel you subscribe to. And if you're not subscribed to any other channel, you might as well subscribe to mine. So Wednesday, I might try the watercolor if I have time to mess around with it between now and Wednesday. If not, maybe Sunday I'll do watercolor. I'll see how it goes. But I'll be back here making more cards on Monday. Thank you guys, everyone, for joining me. Thank you to my awesome moderator, Janet. Thank you. Christine. Thank you. Janet is my other awesome moderator on Twitch. And so is Ange, by the way. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for being the volunteer, Janet. You can't wait for the watercolor. I've never done watercolor. I don't even know why I bought them. I've never done watercolor. I'm going to try some really simple shapes. And excuse me, thank you guys for joining me today. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. And of course, until the next video, you know what to do. Go get crafting. Bye-bye.